Hi guys, so I wanted to do you guys a video in honor of my grandson being born, Avery. I've done it with each of my grandchildren, some sort of special promotion, and I've been thinking a while, what can I do to, give back, show gratitude, show my happiness about my expanding family. Some of you may have joined me when I made my first promotion with my first granddaughter, Ariella. This time I'm going to do one with the birth chart. So I'm going to show you how to look at your birth chart here and the significance of each house. And I'll do a part 2 to this video showing how the transits get involved, all the different movements of the planets, and when we talk about Mercury going retrograde and things like that. I just wanted to start off here with the basic natal chart. So the promotion is for my grandson Avery. If you would like to purchase your birth chart, your natal chart, and a description of the year ahead, that promotion is going to be on for £33. You can email me to get this promotion. Just write in the email that, Avery, and that you would like this promotion, right? You want to get a hold of your birth chart and have your birth chart reading done for £33, okay? I'll leave the information in the description box. But if you've already purchased your birth chart from me, I'm going to give you an idea on how you can read it and what the individual houses mean. We can see the numbers here going anti-clockwise around, the dial, if you like, here. So it kind of looks like a clock. And we have 12 houses, as you know. And I'm just going to give you a brief description in this video of what each house means when looking at your birth chart. So if you have your birth chart, pull it out now, and I'll give you like a quick run through here. Like I said, some of the houses, they're empty. It doesn't mean that that part of your life is void or, it's not going to be important here. It's just maybe not as much emphasis. You haven't chosen that in this lifetime to make that so very important to you. Okay, so we'll start with the first house. My first house is actually full here. As you can see, it's my birth chart that I'm putting on and using as an example, my natal chart. So you can see it's kind of underneath all the activity there in those with all those houses there, and it's the first house is about your body, your personality, your appearance. It's more about you than your sun sign. So usually there you can see another sign indicated. That is probably what's more about your personality. So some people say to me, I'm on the cusp. What does it mean? I don't resonate with my sun sign as much. And it's because your first house is more important about you and your personality, as you can see there. So as we move to the second house, again, my second house is covered here. So I hope you can just work your way backwards from the 12th to 1, 2 and 3, which is mainly covered here for me. But your second house is about money and possessions and values. Some people even see people as possessions, right? So you could have a possessive personality, let's just say, maybe a bit like me. If there's nothing in your second house, it doesn't mean that you're going to be poor in this lifetime, okay? It just isn't that important to you, money in this lifetime. It isn't going to be that your sole purpose is about money. You've chose not to do that this lifetime. It doesn't mean that if, like me, you have a lot going on in your second house, that you're money hungry either, because I'm just not that sort of person. It's, it doesn't mean like, okay, I've got no money in my second house, I'm going to be poor. No, it's not that at all. We're going to see, the transitions and actual times to focus on money. And this is why I say to people as well, it might not be the time to focus on love. It might be the time to focus on money. So having your birth chart and the transitions is very important to know when to do something, right? So the third house, it's about communication, right? Third house being Gemini, the first house as well being Aries, okay? And second house Taurus, third Gemini. Gemini is about communication, siblings, your ideas, even short trips, okay? Becoming bored easily. If you're either a good communicator, if you've got a lot in this house, or you at least have a lot of ideas going on. Your fourth house here, as you can see, my natal moon Aquarius is in my fourth house. And the fourth house is very important. It's about home, family. It's the, let's say, nurturing house where we usually see the mother or who's our main care provider. Okay. Again, here it can show whether you have your parent absent or, things like that. All sorts of things can be shown, and the importance to you of this fourth house. Some people in the fourth house, they're always worrying about their family and their kids and things like that. I just want to check one more time. That person who always has to check 1,000 times. Yeah, that's me. Go check. I get up from my sleep and I go check the doors and check on my family. That can be shown there in the fourth house, because that's about emotional security, emotional stability here. Things like that can be seen in your fourth house, whether you had lack of it or you've had lots of it. Okay. So the fifth house, Leo, it's about fun and games, what you like to do for fun. It's about speculation. You can see here in mine, I don't have anything going on in my natal chart. This is a snapshot of when I was born, what the heavens was showing. So fun and games and speculation, not really important to me, but it is the house of children. And maybe you want to have children and you think, oh no, I've got nothing in my fifth house. Well, as you guys know, I have children. I even have grandchildren, right? So this will show up in the fifth house. So when to get pregnant and things like that. It can help you with things like that, because you might look at your fifth house and just feel doomed. Not at all here. So I'm glad that it shows in my fifth house that there's no children, when you guys know I have children having children, right? So the sixth house, this is about your work, your health, your service, right? So if you've got a lot going on in your sixth house, you like to feel needed. You're a worker, you're a giver here. Okay, if somebody's saying to you, I need you, you consider that as somebody saying, I love you. Right? Feeling needed. And like I said, it shows service to humanity here. So your seventh house, as you can see, it's opposite the first house. And the first house being you. So the seventh house is about relationships, okay? Partnerships, long-term relationships, marriages, okay? You can even find your open enemies in your first house, in your seventh house there. Because this can be somebody, it can show divorces here, right? Because this is where we see our long-term relationships. So it can show that if you're going to be divorced here, all sorts of things where you can have trouble in long-term relationships, if you'll get married and things like that, okay? So the eighth house, the house of transformation, the most important house. And of course, it's Scorpio, the house of transformation, okay? If you have things going on in your eighth house, as you can see here with mine, it shows that people will divulge their secrets to you. You may not even want it, right? But you'll find that people confide in you a lot here if you have things going on in your 8th house. It's about power and control. And in this life, you'll learn to let go. Okay, it's also the house of other people's money. So you're very good at helping other people make money. It's like me, I can help other people make money, but not myself. It's the house of all or nothing. You're that sort of person. Okay, so yeah, the 8th house being power and control, transformation, the most important house there in the houses. So your 9th house, the house of Sagittarius, as it's opposite your 3rd house, it's the house of long trips, because like I said, the 3rd house is the house of short trips. So the 9th house being Sagittarius is long trips. It's also about your principles here, okay? When we see planets shown here, it shows that you can see the bigger picture in life, okay? It's also philosophy there. The 10th house here, Capricorn, it's the father, another parental figure, okay? So we've seen the 5th, what was it? What did I say it was? The 4th house, being the house of the mother, and we see here the 10th house, Capricorn, being the house of the father. It's what you show the world, your public image, your career, or lack of, okay? Because as you can see here in my 10th house, I'm kind of, you guys see, I mainly sit behind the camera, right? It's what you want to show to the world. It will be shown in this house. And we see the 11th house, Aquarius. This is your house of friends and hopes and dreams and wishes and groups. If you have a lot going on in this house and you often think, you know what, I'm different to everybody else. You're going to be a person who's always asking, am I crazy? Or is the world crazy? Let me tell you something. You're different, and you're different in such a beautiful way, because you are the humanitarians of, the world, of the people here. So you probably feel out of place a lot because you're ahead of your time, but you understand peace for all equals peace for you as well. So it's a beautiful thing, an area to be different in. The 12th house, where we can see all this activity going on in mine. It's behind the scenes, the subconscious, the spiritual world, your karma, other things like that, dealing with that in this lifetime. That's what you've chosen here. It's about being a natural mystic and talking with the spirit world, right? And you guys know me, so I felt like, it's good for me to do my chart here, and you can see that I naturally talk to the spirit world. It's a natural born mystic and somebody who deals with a lot behind the scenes, your subconscious, the spirit world, having a lot of karma to clear in this world. Don't I just know it? But I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown. So if you're interested in your birth chart, email me. My email will be in the description box and I will get it out to you. And if you liked this video, I'll do part 2, including the transitions, and I'll add it on top of my birth chart here so you can get to read the transitions through your chart, okay? And maybe even read other people's chart. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a lot from it. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. I don't know why YouTube are unsubscribing people, but people keep letting me know that they're being unsubscribed. So make sure you're subscribed. Hit the notification bell so you can see all the different types of videos I post each month. Good luck.